yeah, cows are happy. So they are eating. So yeah. So we need to shut. We need to shut the gate. I want to give you some tips, guys, for those newcomers here in New Zealand, and for those who want to experience dairy farming here in New Zealand. I think one of the best skills na meron kayo, guys, that you have is you need to secure also the business of your employer. What I mean is you need to look after their businesses, not only their cows, and make sure that their businesses are profitable. And then by then, I think you can impress, you can show concern to their businesses, not only concern for the animals. So it's a total package, guys. Whatever position that you have now is that you can use that in the future if you are aiming for a higher position in the future. Like if you are a farm assistant, if you are aiming for to step up or the next position like a herd manager, assistant manager, or a farm manager in the future, I think you need to take this advice. You need to look after the business of your employer, not just only working as a staff. But if you are comfortable and if you are happy doing your job, working 8 or 10 hours a day, and you have your day off, and that's it, you just work just for the money. Of course, you need money for your family. But what I mean, if you are aiming more, or if you are aiming much higher than your position now, there's a lot of opportunity here in New Zealand. At the moment, maybe you are on the lower position, but you can also step up for the next level. Like you can be a herd manager, you can be a farm manager, or the much higher position that we have here in New Zealand is you can own your own business also by contracting some farms, or you're doing a shore making, and then afterwards, if you have enough equity, you can own your farm. Of course, it's a lot of hard works, but you need to be smart also, and you need to be considerate. You need to consider everything. Yeah, so that's a simple advice to you guys. Look after the business of your employer. Look after the cow, look after the farm. Don't wait for your employer to give you the itinerary to do the job. Like do the fencing, that's basic already. Like spraying some weeds, that's basic. So even though the employer is not telling you what you're doing to do this day, so you already have your common sense, guys, that I need to do this job for me to impress my employer, not just to impress your employer, or maybe your employer can the trust, so you will increase the trustness and goodness to your employer. Trustworthy and honesty is very important here in New Zealand, guys, as farm worker. I want to share with you my experience when I first came here in New Zealand. I've been working in the Philippines as a farm manager for a buffalo and dairy farm for more than 2 years, almost 3 years, guys. And I apply here in New Zealand. But the position I have when I come here in New Zealand at first is assistant herd manager. So that's position is not the lower one, because the lower position is farm assistant. But maybe because of my experience doing the insemination and managing everything, is a good point for me to have that assistant manager position at first. But that's when I asked some of the staff coming into New Zealand, so most of them also have the assistant herd manager position. and that's good, guys. So I take that opportunity for me to learn everything the farming system here in New Zealand. And a good thing is I have a very supportive boss. So he he teaches me everything the operation of the farm, but it takes a lot of time for me to learn that skills, because honestly, guys, I know how to drive tractor way back in the Philippines, but the tractor here in New Zealand is a bit modern than the tractor that we have before in the Philippines. But I believe now we have also a modern machineries in the Philippines too. But for me before, so I learned that skills, how to operate the tractor. And you know, guys, so sometimes you need to trust yourself also. Sometimes you need to take the risk sometimes, guys. If you have a supportive employer, take advantage on that, learn the skills and everything. And you know, guys, this farm that I'm working before is a System 5 farm operation, so it's a very busy farm, honestly. Absolutely, it's a very busy farm. So but I didn't see it's a hard job for me, because I want to learn skills, I want to develop, I want to learn new things, and I'm aiming that in the future, so I'll be on the position of farm manager. And to make the story short, guys, so the farm owner or my employer entrusted me the farm in 3 months time working to his farm. So I do all the tractor works operation in the farm. I do the pasture management. So my employer then can leave the farm and have his holiday with his family. And it happens also that I manage the farm by myself in 1 month time without the supervision of my employer. So that's a good thing for me, guys, that I know, and I believe that my employer then is trusted me, and that because he entrusted all the farm operation of his farm for a month. And then after a year, guys, I've been promoted for a herd manager position. But because of the opportunity, of course, outside the farm, so there's a lot of opportunity also. I have the opportunity to run a farm. It's a sole charge farm managerial position job. So I take this opportunity. So I leave my first farm in 18 months time. And because of my skills that I get to this farm and all the knowledge that I have and all the skills that I develop when I'm here in New Zealand, and even my managerial skills in the Philippines, it helps me to step up to a managerial position, farm managerial position in 18 months time. And it's a sole charge farm operation, guys. Means, so I don't have any supervision from the farm owner. So I do all the inventory, the purchasing, all the operation of the farm. So it's a challenging opportunity for me, guys. But I take this opportunity. I take that opportunity because I have my dream, I have my goals, I have my plans. I want to own a cow someday. So that's my my plans. That's my goals. So I take that opportunity, guys, to manage a farm. It's a 200 Jersey cow farm, a 75 hectares, and a System 1 farm operation. Means, guys, if that farm is a System 1, that's 100% feed grown is in the farm. So that's a System 1 farm operation, guys, here in New Zealand. So we have 5 system here, System 1, 2, 3, and 5. we will discuss that later on my next video. So how the system 1 2 3 4 5 works. They are all milking cows. Yes, of course, they are all milking cows. But the operation in the system, how the farm operates is very different. So what's the production? How many cows involved in there? How many staff involved in there? How many job need to be done? So yeah, I will discuss it to you guys on my next video. Yes, so that's my beginning. Why still aiming for a higher position like I'm having now. So I'm still doing my part as a worker. So I need to secure everything. I need to look after all the farm operation. So what I mean is, even I'm a worker, it tends like I work as I own the farm. I own the cows. I own the machineries and everything. Yeah, so that's one of the tips for you guys. It's one of my advice to you. If you want to develop your skills, if you want to step up for a higher position, you can start now, guys. You need to do something different. Yes, your employer may be not looking after you today, but and no need for you to impress your employer actually, guys. But based on my experience, if you experiencing that your employer entrusted the farm already, so that's the beginning, guys. That's the beginning. That someday you will be having your you will be meet the position that you want. If you want to be assistant manager or a farm manager, yeah, it's not possible. Yeah, everything is possible, guys. Just do your job. Don't work like a worker. You know, if I say work as a worker, so you just only work based on the number of hours you have in your contract. Yes, I heard a lot of workers saying that my contract is just only working 40 hours a week, 45 hours a week, 50 hours a week. And then after that, if they are working more than 40 hours, so they are asking for the overtime. That's pretty cool, guys. So that's legal also to ask for the overtime pay. But if you work like something bit of concern to the farm owner, to your employer, I think 5 hours, 10 hours a week, that added to your maximum hours that need to be worked without pay, is that's very useful, guys. Believe in me. Yeah, you have a bright future if you are doing that. If you're working more than the hours stated to your contract without asking any return on it, believe me, guys, you have a good future here in New Zealand. Yep, so that's a simple advice to you guys. I'm just telling this advice based on my experience, guys. I don't know the experience of other farm workers, but I've been here in New Zealand for 7 years, going to 8 years this coming May. But I've done a lot of things, guys, here in New Zealand. Yeah, that's, you need to find out what's that guy. Alright, so yeah, we just carry on, guys. Time check, it's 11:30 in the morning. So we need to go home to have some lunch, and then after that we will do some farm jobs. It's raining, guys, so it's hard to do some farm jobs, but if you use your common sense and if you have the skills, there's a lot of job that need to be done in the farm. Just use your brain, guys. Yeah, be smart and use your common sense always. And yeah, that's it. So but the priority now is we need to uh, put brake fence to the chicory, and before milking tonight, so we need to bring all the cows to the chicory crops, and then they can yeah, chicory is a high quality crops. It helps to increase the production and to maintain the good body condition of the cows, guys. All right, so yes, so that's all for now. All right, carry on, guys. It's time check, guys. It's 11:58 in the morning, so we're home now, and we will be having some summary of what the job done this morning. So we left the house 6 in the morning, and we pushed the cows, two herd, plus the small herd of sick cows. We bring them all together to the milking shed, to the yard, and because we don't have any staff working with us today, so we'll doing all the job by myself. So we need to bring all together the mob or the herd in the yard, and then we carry on the milking. We do the milking. We start milking, capping at 7:15 in the morning, and we done the cap off at 9:15 in the morning. So we milk the cows for more than 2 hours, or that's 2 hours. So we milk 12 rows and a 40 aside herringbone shed. And afterwards, so we done the plant wash. We run the irrigator. We wash the milk bath tank, and we clean the yard, of course, and we shut the gate of the cows. We move them to different paddock because it's still raining, so the paddock getting messy and muddy. So we need to. I decided to ship them to a different paddock. Hopefully, rain will stop tonight, but it looks like the weather forecast is still raining until tomorrow, and that's all good. So that's unusual here in New Zealand. So we are summer at the moment. We are in the summer season, but raining in 5 days time now. So that's pretty cool. Grass is growing, and the grass growth is it's really good. So we're hitting 60 kilogram to 70 kilogram dry matter per hectare per day, and that's pretty cool. So we're still growing grass, and the round length is still 18 to 21 days, and that's perfect for the farm. All right, guys, so we just wash my face and wash my hands, and then we just take some lunch, and then afterwards we will make a planning what should be the next job to be done tonight. Thank you.